Trying, Dave. You guys are nice. Now save the rest of that for your performers, because we're ready to kick a show off. In spot number one, I'm going to raise this mic up to a regular human's height. And if it's okay with you guys, I'm ready to kick this show off. Can I get that love back for our first performer? An absolute legend, a fucking stud. Let me hear for Tommy J. Warren, everybody.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming out tonight. Yes. I know you guys are all looking at me going, we sure hope that stage don't fall apart. I did do a show in Toronto where I did fall through the stage. It is on my YouTube channel. It's funny as fuck. Fat guy falls. It's hilarious. If the wall wasn't there, I would have leveled the place. So, to start off, some of you guys know I'm a dad of 7 kids. So my retirement plans are at least one of them being successful. That's where I'm hoping for. So far, I think I'm fucked. Because my mother told me, I can't wait for you to have one just like you. I got 7. And they're all like me, they're all sarcastic. They're my children. My wife's recording, I gotta be good. So, speaking of kids, has anyone here ever accidentally abducted a child? Am I the only one? Let me explain before you guys call the cops. When my kids were younger, we used to take them everywhere if we went shopping and whatnot. And they would line up behind my wife and they would be just like ducks following through the store right behind her. So one day we were in Walmart and all the kids were congregating because my wife was looking at something. I was banging my head against the wall because I was there with 7 children. And it was time to move on. So we're just get in line. And as we start walking away, I count and I realize I now have 8. And that's when I looked up and I seen the mother standing there laughing her ass off. Thank you. And it just put the child in, and the child followed. So it's like, what shit's going on at their home for them just to want to go with a new family? So I gave that child back. I did offer to exchange. But she looked at mine and went, so. As some of you guys can tell, I am a bit on the large side. I don't count calories. I got the body to prove it. But when I was at my doctor's, I found out something very interesting. I am not technically fat. I'm just short for my weight. I should be about 8 feet tall according to my weight. So I started a journey about a year ago to lose weight and get better. And so far I'm well over 40 pounds lost on my journey forward. Thank you. But I am a comedian and I am an asshole. I'll just tell you that now. Like, I started going to Weight Watchers. I'm not allowed there anymore because of this particular incident. I was the only guy there because it was a day class. I worked from home. So I would go in every day and we would, do the workouts and all that. They wanted to do the whole sweating to the oldies. Not a good thing for this much weight. So I thought it would be fun one day to just throw a bag of M&Ms on the floor. And I will tell you, that was the raddest, most wild, most vicious game of Hungry Hippos I've ever fucking seen. If any of you guys ever get the chance to do it, I highly recommend it. But you will probably get kicked out. That's what I did. My picture's on the wall, not for that I've lost the most weight. That's the he's not allowed in here wall. So, last year during the summer, I was like, you know what, I'm definitely really psyched. I wanna lose weight. So I joined the Around the Bay road race. Anybody here know what that is? It's an over 20-kilometer run around Hamilton Harbor into Burlington and back, right? Last year I was a lot bigger than what I was. And I am proud to say, standing here today, I set a record for my age and weight group. Thank you very much. I dropped out within 10 seconds of the race. I've never had that before. And all I could say after that was, look, that's twice as long as sexy time. So that's a win for me. So one thing I recently found out is I got OCD. And the one day I started cleaning my floors. Has anyone here ever just polished one floor in their house? Good, I'm not alone. So I polished my bathroom floor thinking, right on, that's the right thing to do. I'm overweight, I have diabetes, and I pee a lot. So I get up in the middle of the night, it's cold, I had socks on a freshly waxed floor. My family heard me banging on that door for an hour before I actually got smart enough to move so they can open it. I fell and locked myself in the bathroom. I'm not going to tell you how many times I peed myself. I could not get back up. So, anybody here travel a lot? Like, who here's been to England? You guys been to England? Their language is backwards and confusing. Because I was there when I was in the military. I was a young kid. I was well built. Some say I was good looking. Now I just look like my face has been ran through a blender, so I'm good. So when I was there, I had to get a haircut because I was in the military. So I walk in, and this very young, attractive woman. And let's face it, a British accent is freaking sexy, right? So I'm there. She's cutting my hair, and she goes to me, and she whispered, this is what threw me off, she whispered, she goes, do you know, for an extra £5, you can get a blow? They're like 35 bucks back home. And I was like, really? And she said, yeah, just come with me. So she took me around this back corner with this half wall, and I laid down in this chair, and she left. Well, she came back with the hairdryer, my pants were around my ankles, and I was the one that felt awkward. Apparently a blow is, get your hair blow dryer. That should be on the wall. Thank you. So, another thing that some people in the room know, I've been on the stage for a while. I think tonight is my 31st time on stage here. So some people know that I have battled colon cancer and I beat it. And one thing I asked my doctor, what are the side effects and the outcomes? And he says, well, I guarantee you're going to be half the ass, but you're still going to be the same 100% dick. My wife and my kids would verify that, especially my wife. I try not to mention her because every time I do, people look and she gets embarrassed. And then that leads me to my final thought of the night. Remember, one man's damn she's crazy is another man's, yeah, that man's 100% right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. My name's Tommy J. Warren. Let's give stage back to Zeno Man.
Tommy J, everybody. The ball's rolling, babe.